It's playoff season. NFL is full at work. I don't know why I just brought that up, but my name's D7 here with Grok Trade, and let's get after it. Now, if you don't know anything about me, it's not important, other than the fact that I've got almost 30 years of experience trading in the live markets using technical analysis, and I'm a hedge fund owner. How about that? That's useless information for you. But if you would, before I get started here, give me a like for no other reason than I'm not running Google ads on this. Did you notice? It doesn't cost you anything to give me a thumbs up, but let's see if I can earn a like. Let's go. Markets, the S&P 500, we're looking at the SPDR, SPY. That's an ETF, which is an exchange-traded fund. We're looking at those because it shows us volume. If I just look at the indexes themselves, no volume. I like volume and price action together, king and queen. Tell me something. That's what we teach in our mentorships on how to read that. Now, here's what I want you to do. Zoom in. See how we went up, and we hooked down. We're hooked down. See that hook? That's telling us we had a big run up. We've gone up 7-8 days in a row, boom, 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 up, and now we're hooking. We are overextended. If you look here, RSI, relative strength indicator, is also hooking down. Good chance of us dropping next week. However, there's more to the story than this, and I want you guys to stay attuned until the end because I'm going to throw a curveball at you. That's telling me we are heading down the rest of the week, but is that true? Diamonds. Down, 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 up, right to a resistance line. If you guys remember, guys, this resistance line went from this node here to this node here. And then when it broke that area, it came up, resistance, dropped up here to resistance. It got up above it. But look at this. If we zoom in here, look how we got above it. See how we got above it? I mean, zoom in. I want you guys to see this. This is diamonds, Dow 30. Now we're at it. So we're acting as support. Or are we slightly under it? If we drop Monday, this is going to be called a jab, and our chances of dropping are going to be exponentially to the exponentially good that we're going to drop going into the next week. Okay, so something to be, and that will round out our month. Okay, having a big drop, so we'll have to be watching that. Last month, December, was just a crazy drop. Let's go to the NASDAQ. If you look here at the NASDAQ, lower swing highs, lower swing highs. We have a higher swing high here, but we rallied up, right to a resistance point and dropped. Again, if I were to bring these up, look at the nodes. The node here, this is back in September 24, and then this node here was dropped at 10 October 24, came up, acted as resistance and dropped. There we went above it slightly. There's your jab and a big drop right after that jab. Something I'm watching for on the diamonds. Remember, I was just talking about that. We come up, hit our head, and we're dropping already. We're dropping already. We were heading higher. Do you see this heading higher on lowering volume? And the RSI is dropping. MACD has already crossed over. You got the bearish histogram tick there. If you look here at the Russell 2000, if you look at this, down, 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 up, didn't even get to the upper trend line. 50-day moving average acting as resistance. So a good chance of dropping taking place. MACD crossed over. We got the bearish histogram already signaling that. RSI is starting to flatten out to head down. And if you look at the financials, and this is a really important one, guys, down, 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 up, resistance. If we pulled back, hit resistance again. It's trying to bust through. It cannot get through that yet. RSI is really high up here in the almost overbought area. However, I see a slowing of momentum to the downside here. And the question is this. So if you hung around this long, you're going to benefit here. Here's why. If the XLF, this one, it's the biggest ETF for banks out there, were to break through, we could get another sizable run to the upside here. It's going to be tough to do. But if it breaks all odds and it does this, look for another leg higher, probably 80% of this. So take this measurement, go about 80%. I can see it's getting about 53 area on the XLF if that were to happen. So the odds are against it. I think there's an 80% chance of a drop. I think there's only a 20% chance we're going to rally. And if we do, we should see upside movement. Look at the US dollar, down, down, down. We broke support and then bam, to the downside. We got the rising 50-day moving average that could act as support. You could see the US dollar start to head higher on a bounce here. And it looks like the MACD is telling me that there is a chance of that. RSI is not showing that yet, something to watch for. But if the dollar rallies, stocks should go down. Gold and silver should go down. Let's take a look at gold. If you look at gold, up, 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 up. Relative strength, we're at overbought area. People would be looking to take profits here. Go here to the silver, down, and now it's built a big bear flag. This is pretty bearish to me. If we break down below these moving averages, look for that to continue lower. So very suspect here on these. VIX is under 15. There's just no fear, but we're at a major area of support. I'm looking for a bounce soon. Bitcoin, maybe you've been hanging out with me live on YouTube on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody can join. You just have to remember YouTube, and you have to remember Grok Trade, and you have to remember 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you remember those three things, you can hang out and learn more about Bitcoin. But if you look at this, we just continue higher. Now, share a couple things with you. There is a, first, did I earn a like? Doesn't cost you anything to give me a like. Again, why would you give me that? Because you're kind-hearted maybe. But if not, at least you're pragmatic and you know that I didn't run ads on this and you're watching it without ads. So that should give me a like. Okay. And feel free to subscribe, or this will be the last time you'll see one of my videos. And you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like what you're getting from me. But most people subscribe. We got over 12,000 subscribers and moving higher. Now, I'll share a couple things with you. Yes, we have a mentorship coming up. Does that matter to you? Probably not, but it should. We don't advertise. We have big players that come through our system, and we built a business off of referrals. If you don't know much about us, go to trustpilot.com, third party. Look at the reviews. Just look at our reviews. Now, it doesn't matter, but I want you to know this. I'm going to put on my mentor hat here. There's two groups of traders out there. Those that do not have a trading mentor and don't have the requisite trading foundation put in place, and then traders that do have a mentor, do have the requisite trading education in place. And the question is there a difference between the two? Well, how about this? Is there, well, I'll say it this way. Which group victimizes the other trading in the live markets? That's all I want to ask you. So if you think that we could teach you on finding the best stocks to trade, finding the most explosive trade setups out there, and how to mitigate risk to help preserve profits, then we have a mentorship. It's 15th, 16th, and 17th. It's a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. So that's the information. You have to fill out a form, and we ask some questions on that form to weed out individuals that may not be right for us. So go to groktrade.com, click on the trading thing, and get more information. Appreciate you all. Take care. We'll see you. Bye. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. Or learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you're going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle and with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you rate you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway.